If your books look full this month but your bank account doesn't quite match the energy, the leak probably isn't your prices. It's the 10 and 15-minute gaps hiding between your appointments. Welcome to Pressed for Profit, the daily show for nail salon owners who want to run a real business, not just a beautiful one. I'm Maya. Today, we're talking about the most expensive empty space in your salon, the chair nobody is sitting in. Here's the setup. June is peak season. Wedding parties, grad photos, summer trip manicures. When demand is this high, an empty slot doesn't just sit there quietly the way it does in a slow February. It costs you a slot you could have sold to someone on a wait list. The whole game changes when there are more clients who want you than hours you have to give them. And that is the reality for a lot of salons right now. The U.S. nail salon segment is around $12.9 billion and has been growing roughly 7 to 8% a year, according to Kentley Insights. Read that the right way. For most owners, demand is not the problem. Capture is. So let's talk about the number almost nobody tracks: chair utilization. It's simple. Take the hours your chairs are actually open for business in a week. Then look at how many of those hours were genuinely booked and paid. The percentage between those two numbers is your utilization. Most owners have a gut feeling they're pretty busy, but they've never put a number on it. And the gut feeling almost always runs higher than the truth because the gaps are invisible. You don't remember the 15 minutes between a fill and a pedicure. You remember the rush. Here's where the money hides. Say one chair has 4 small dead gaps a day. A no-show here, a late cancel there, a 15-minute hole you couldn't fill on short notice. None of them feel like a crisis in the moment. But stacked across a 6-day week, that's hours of bookable, peak season time evaporating every single week. And remember, the no-show piece alone is real. Industry no-show rates run roughly 15 to 30% per Vocally AI. Those aren't just polite people who forgot. During June, every one of those holes was a slot a paying client wanted. Now the fix, and I want this to be practical, not theoretical. 3 moves this week. Move 1. Turn on a real wait list or standby list inside your booking software. Most platforms have it built in. When a cancel hits, the system texts the next person automatically and fills the hole before you've even noticed it opened. That's the difference between a gap and a save. Move 2. Tighten your appointment spacing on purpose. Look at your 2 or 3 most common services and time them honestly. If a gel fill genuinely takes 50 minutes, stop blocking 90 just in case. That buffer feels safe, but in peak season it's lost income. You don't have to rush anyone. You just have to stop padding the calendar with air. Move 3. Make it easy for people to book the gaps you can't see. Roughly 40% or more of salon bookings happen outside business hours, according to industry data from the local gem. If clients can only reach you by calling during the day, the late-night browser who wanted Thursday at 2 never becomes a booking. 24/7 online booking isn't a luxury anymore. It's how you catch the demand that's already knocking. Quick nail printer minute, and I'll keep it honest. Once a chair is actually full, the next lever is what each filled hour is worth. A printed design add-on is one way to raise the value of a booking you already have, because the print itself takes about 30 seconds and doesn't eat your text time the way freehand art would. Nail art add-ons commonly run around $5 a nail per BLVD's benchmarks, so it's a premium option you can offer on a packed day without slowing the line down. That's the whole pitch. Fill the chair first, then make the chair worth more. Let me be straight about the math, because I don't do fantasy numbers on this show. Vendor data from MindBody suggests lifting your average ticket $5 to $10 across roughly 200 clients a month can add around $24,000 a year. That's a vendor figure, and your results will vary by your business, your pricing, your local demand, and your execution. The point isn't the exact dollar. The point is that small, boring operational tightening, fewer gaps, and a slightly higher ticket compounds faster than any single flashy promotion. This week's action: pick one chair, Just one. Track its real utilization for 5 working days. Write down every gap and why it happened. By Friday, you'll see your leak in black and white, and you'll know exactly which of the 3 moves to run first. If you want to put real numbers behind it and see what filling those gaps could mean for your salon, run yours through our calculator at nailprinter.ca/ROI calculator. That's it for today. Fill the chair, then make it count. I'm Maya, and this is Pressed for Profit.